Chat, hi. Oh, brother. Chat, I'm gonna tell you information that you'll never believe. Unheard of here on Matt Does. I fell asleep. Dude, I I was on earlier with Pav and I signed off because I was gonna make dinner. And then I got distracted with something else. And then by the time I was done that, I was like, I'm not really hungry right now, but I am kind of tired. Like maybe I just lay down. You know, I told myself the classic lie of let me just like lay down for a bit and you know, it'll be fine. And then of course it wasn't fine. And I fell asleep and then woke up, hadn't eaten dinner, and then had to stream. So I have dinner now. It wasn't what I was planning to have for dinner. I was gonna make burrito bowls tonight, but I just didn't have time. So I put out the stream notification for 9 and I like ran into my kitchen. I'm like, what else can I do that's gonna be fast? I made a Casio Pepe. So rip. What do you mean ew? What do you mean ew? What, you not like Italian food? Anyways. So I'm gonna eat this. What's food is that stream was tweaking? A Casio e Pepe. Just an Italian pasta dish. Simple enough to whip up. CICO space E space PA or PEPE. Fettuccine Alfredo. It is so it is a it's like it's a stupid simple dish, although kind of infamously hard to get right. It's literally pasta, pepper, cheese, water. Oh, pasta water specifically, but ASMR, we're not doing ASMR. That's premium content, all right? My auditorium did not go crazy for the Minecraft movie. It's probably for the better. I mean, to be fair, I think it was the first weekend that had the crazy crowds. When are you seeing it? I don't know. This will probably be the case of me being like, I gotta see this movie, and then I just never do. Yeah, this pasta hidden though. Just no protein. So that blows. But it was fast. It was either this or don't eat until after stream. And I chose the former. Looks good. It is pretty tasty. It's pretty simple. Dude, I follow the method that like this Italian lady that I found on YouTube does for it. Because again, I mentioned Casio e Pepe is kind of infamous within the cooking world of being a very simple. No, I made this like literally just before stream started. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Literally just before stream started. But Cacio e pepe is kind of known in the cooking world for being a difficult dish to get right, despite the fact that it's like stupid simple in terms of like what its components. Notably, what happens is when you're adding in the cheese, you're basically making like a cheese sauce with the pasta water and the cheese. But the issue is a lot of times people will go to put in the cheese and it'll result in like clumps instead of like a kind of creamy sauce. So anyways, this Italian lady on YouTube had a great video showing her method, and it just works. So but the cheese, so a traditional cacio e pepe would just be pecorino romano, but since I don't live in Italy and have access to like amazing pecorino romano, she recommended doing a mix of pecorino romano and parmigiano reggiano. So that's what I did. Do I fuck with Colby Jack cheese? Yeah. The pilot for Gaslight District premieres next week. Do I have anything going on next week? Or next weekend, I guess. I think I might be clear. Ooh, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? No, I don't think I am. We gotta do a watch party for Minecraft once it hits streaming. I would be down. I don't know how long that'll take though, especially for it to be free on streaming. Well, free. Included is probably the better word to use. Cost money on Voodoo, yeah. Like that doesn't even count. Damn. If I wasn't streaming, I'd lick this plate. But I'm streaming, so I will not. Most of Warner Brothers titles go to Max. Oh, is that true? I do have Max. I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot Minecraft movie was Warner Brothers. Yeah, if that's the case, then we should be able to do that. All right. Let me put my plate away and get some more water. Oh, Chad, I had my first Cars and Coffee of this year. That was fun. Actually, it was like a double header. There's 2 in the Philly area-ish that were both today. They were both season openers, so like, well, so here's the thing. So one of these that I go to is definitely like the larger event of the 2. And I'm like, why do I always fucking run over my goddamn headphone cord, bro? It's like, man, I'm a diehard wired headphones guy, but this sort of shit is what makes me hate wired headphones. I mean, I could probably solve it with just a shorter cable, but I love. What was I talking about? So yeah, so out of these 2 car shows or Cars and Coffee events, one of them is definitely bigger than the other. And there's also definitely a crossover in terms of like people going to both events. However, again, one of them is bigger than the other. And I think as a result, it has people prioritize that one. So today I mentioned a Cars and Coffee, like a car meet, not a car show. I feel like car show implies it's like manufacturers coming in to show off new cars, whereas like a car meet or Cars and Coffee is like people showing off their cars that they own, you know? Punk Shop, thank you for the follow. But anyways, oh, Christian, you just missed it. You just missed it, bro. I made a Casio a Pepe. Because I fell asleep before stream and I was gonna make burrito bowls, but then I didn't have time to make them. So I whipped up a quick Casio a Pepe. And a Casio a Pepe. No. Let me, no. Here. There you go. I figured you would know, Mr. Culinary School. Anyways, but yeah, so anyways, I go to the first show, packed, like so many people. It was a great turnout. Dude, there was this guy, I don't know, I couldn't quite read his accent. I don't know if he was French or if he was Italian, but he was definitely one of the two. And this guy pulls up in this like old Citroen. For any French people, I'm sorry if I butchered that pronunciation, but God, I'm trying to think. So it's, I can probably look it up. A Citroen SM. And what makes this car special, besides it looking very peculiar, like this is so weird. Like the fact that like the front license plate is like behind this like shield for the headlights. Very distinct look. Something that like literally would not be allowed from a regulatory standpoint in the United States. But what makes this car special, here's the back of it. What makes this car special, which I learned today, which is cool when you're a car guy and you have an opportunity to learn. This owner was awesome, by the way, like so willing to answer questions. But anyways, What makes this car special is it has a fucking Maserati engine in it. Like, so it's like this like little French car, but it's got a fucking Maserati engine in it. And to make it even weirder, the engine is mounted backwards. So instead of like, okay. So, you know, typical car, here's the front of the car, right? You have your engine, right? And then you would typically then have your transmission mounted like this, right? And then, you know, obviously inside the car, here's you. You're happy because you're driving a car. You know, you have like your stick shift or whatever. So this is standard. Citroen, when putting this car together, said, fuck that shit. We're gonna put the engine here and have the transmission over here. Which, like, I don't know how the fuck they did that. But whack ass shit. Again, this is all information I did not know before today. This guy, again, I don't know if he was French or Italian, but it was vaguely, you know, a European accent. And he like such a cool guy. Just loved talking about his car. And yeah, like just such a whack car. So you can see the transmission's right here, and then that links up directly to the wheels, allegedly. Just such a weird car. Like awesome car, but like just so weird. Anyways, so that was a fun interaction at that car meet, and then I left after I was there for probably at least like 2 hours, because I go and I take photos, so I left that after like 2 hours and then went to this other car meet that also happened to have its season opener today as well. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people were at the first car show I was at, because again, it's the bigger of the two for sure. And it was a bit of a smaller crowd at the other one, especially compared to usual. But honestly, it was still a good time. Dude, there's this guy who has a Toyota MR2, which is a very interesting car. It is a mid-engine Toyota from like the it was a second gen MR2. So that I'm trying to think, when is that model? How long was that model? 1989 to 1999. So it was one of these. This guy has been to this car meet before, but I've never gotten a chance to talk to the owner. And the reason I want to talk to him is because he has a very interesting set of wheels on his car. Oh my god, I just totally drew a blank on the brand. Volk? Is it Volk? Yes. Okay, can I see ones that aren't like painted an obnoxious color? I mean, these are... Oh god, I'm... Here we go. Bro, world's smallest fucking image. Okay, well, you get the idea. These are a very uncommon wheel, and I also think 3-spoke wheels on like small sport cars look awesome. So I I finally got an opportunity to talk to this guy. He talked about these wheels. He said they were extremely hard to find. He actually came across them while he was visiting Japan. I don't know if he had family there or not, but he was in Japan for a while. Somehow found a pair of these that would fit the MR2 and bought them in Japan and had them, you know, shipped to the States. Anyways, very cool car. Let me see if I can find. He mentioned that these were second gen promotional photos. He mentioned that they were pictured like that in some of the promotional photos when the car was launched, or maybe it was going to be launched. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them, but yeah, I don't know. But regardless, talk to this guy. Oh, there's also a photographer for that event. Like he's part of like whatever team is involved that I also had a conversation with. He was very, very kind. But yeah, a good day of looking at cars. Anyways, why don't we cut the car talk? And let's get to playing this damn game. Do not take this cat home, chat. It is time for us to wrap this game up. All right. We have been playing this for a bit, and it is time to get the remainder of the endings. So let's boot the game up and get this sorted out. All right. Oh, that's right. You have the creepy freaking home screen now. All right. So we need... Cat looks innocent enough. No, we don't trust this cat. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm on page 5. I was like, all right. Guys, I think we ignored the cat enough. Sorry, give me a sec. Okay. I think it's time we take the cat home. Well, why not? Right? You barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. That would be a waste of time. Okay. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly.
Okay. Can I? Okay, cool. I can look at the endings from here. So yeah, we haven't done any of the take-home endings. Obviously, we have all of the endings for ignoring the cat, or not taking the cat home in some regard. Some of them ignoring it, some still interacting with it. And then these last 4 are all like endings that we have to wait to do. We have to get all the other endings before we can do these endings. So why don't we start? Let me get a save in. All right. Let's do something alone. Like what? I'll clean the apartment. You know? Decide that even if it's your day off, doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least, you try to? You sweep the living room, wipe the kitchen counter. Okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? Yeah, real shit. My bed is unmade right now. It usually is. Still, notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. Peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery. Every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more mess in its wake. I'll keep cleaning. Surely I'll clean it all up eventually. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess. And more. And more. And you finally stop and look around you. You don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. Oh, you hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. You look up and see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and your kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly, you're laughing. It's so hilarious. The tears start running down your face. I knew it was you! You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Uh-oh. Didn't you? Throw it at the cat. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. Sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. Oh. There ain't no fucking way. You can't move. Here. Buried. The pile fell on top of you. broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin. Your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pulls under you with the last of your strength. You listen as the cat pads over to you before laying down and purring sleepily. Yeah. A nap sounds pretty good. All right, a not so clean getaway. God damn it, you little shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna catch this damn cat in the act then. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a menace of itself? No. You know the cat's the culprit. You consider locking it in the bathroom, at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. It just doesn't seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly for the sake of cleanliness! You start to clean again and peek behind you, catching mere glimpses of a paw here or a tail there. As with earlier, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play, cat? Let's play. This time, you set to lay a trap. One your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and give it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. You dropkick anyone who even thought of eating off it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to that hall, or to the hall. From the angle you're at, you have a perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it really isn't the cat, maybe you'll give it a treat as an apology for your suspicions. But as you deliberate if you should stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to shift. Its back that was rising and falling eventually moments ago is now rippling in small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. What the fuck? It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. It's Huh? Huh? What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you've taken home with you. You're fairly certain it's not how cats give birth. But more importantly, you watch cat number 2 shake itself off before leaping up onto the counter, rolling around on top of it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Huh. Probably should have given it a bath earlier. I feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you've just made, but you don't seem capable of thinking beyond smaller observations. For example, though the hows and whys of what you're witnessing elude you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is if the original cat is still sleeping and the clone cat is busy making yet another mess. And where are all the other clones? Oh! Suddenly, the 2 cats look directly at you in perfect unison. Their eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity. But realize with the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind, oh no. that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. Oh! Oh my god! Packed in the hole behind you from the floor to the ceiling. The living, breathing, writhing wall of cats. Of clones. All piled up on top of each other. The glowing golden eyes of every cat in the undulating wall of pure black fur. Every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and a sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this blade of reality in order to take a single step back. And in response, the wall just breaks. All the cats all stampeding over you. It'd be kind of cute if their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself. There's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. What little strength you have. You turn your head and watch as the cats tear through carpet and upholstery. Knock over vases and dishes and lamps. Claw at the walls. It's gonna take forever to clean this up, you think. Maybe you'll tackle it all again later. Right after you take a short nap. An annoyed sigh. You breathe your last breath. Ending 2, Double Trouble. Man, this guy's fucking annoying. All right. Okay, check. I need more water. Let me grab some more water. All right. Back to it then. All right. Let's watch a movie instead. Excuse me. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. This is the more realistic option. So you decide to watch a movie. Actually, never mind. This isn't realistic because I never watch movies. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Only to discover that the cat is already napping in it. You frown a little and thought. Your couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor, remove the cat, and reclaim your throne. Alright, well, I guess we'll start by sitting on the floor. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host, if nothing else. Well, at least you would if you ever had any guests over before. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in front of the chair. That's cozy. You pop in a random movie from your collection and can tell instantly that it's one of your favorite horror films. You've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. few minutes in, and you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the story and the characters. Scares won't come until later, but for some reason, you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know, it's probably nothing, but feel compelled to check anyway. Peek over your shoulder. Oh, God! Only to jump out of your skin, jostling a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl in your lap. Cat is awake and looking right at you. Take out a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your chest, and immediately feel foolish. It was just the cat, of course. It was so quiet you'd forgotten it was right behind you. Even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button... Oh. TV shuts off. Huh? You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. Kitchen's dim light was still on. The digital clock was still glowing, and the movie player was still rewinding. Power clearly didn't go out, so why... You feel a chill run down your spine as you catch the cat's reflection in the dark TV screen. Still looking at you? God, stare, silly. It's kind of their thing, right? You're a new addition in its life. Of course it's going to study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. You should mentally reassure yourself. You turn the TV back on. What? TV's on, but the movie isn't playing what's on the screen. It's you? You watch yourself frown on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. So get this butt out of here! Get this fucking butt out of here! Sorry. It's like footage of you in real time. Like you're being recorded. Sorry, I was thirsty. Anyways, back to the horror. You feel the familiar sensation of your mind focusing on small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current situation. Avoiding the questions of how this is happening. Or who or what is doing this. And why. Suddenly, your mirrored self smiles and waves at you. All on its own. You don't wave back, too stunned to move. The you on screen doesn't seem to mind, though. It then stands up. It walks out of the frame. And... Ah! A terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can think to stifle it. On screen. In the chair. It's the cat. But it's... wrong. Oh! Jesus! It's become a large, swollen mass of black fur. Its twitching pulse arrhythmical with its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth is a yawning entrance to a dark abyss, framed by a set of teeth that look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge all over its body. Is that the cut? I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. It's still looking at you. Doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona as they walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, the you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. You're not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking out of you sends another chill down your back. A thought, clear and terrible, flashes across your mind. It's not just the mutated cat in the TV that's watching you. Is it? Don't look behind you. 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 You watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods at you, almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the dark depths. And as you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the gripping wonder of what they see looking back at them from that deep, deep darkness, they jump in. Oh. Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down. And yet you somehow also feel weightless. Can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Also interesting that one Can we not? Can we not? Can we not? In the days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Someone precious to me had found someone precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. Then I'd been happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. That they'd never ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I risked the pain of their rejection. Just believed them. But I didn't. Pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as I was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. You're walking. All right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out, and you're actually glad you did. Whether good today, that good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Fuck you. Fuck you. Or maybe it was fate. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do, maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. Ugh, excuse me. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, a sound source comes into view, the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. And at the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh, guess should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So, you look so familiar, right? And again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. You just look, it's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other strays have in the past. Just sitting there patiently waiting for you to do something. All right, we take it home. No, why not? Right? Barely reach out your arms toward the cat, eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head in your temple, nuzzling against it. Heh. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food, but that would be a waste of time. You shrug the odd feeling and move on. Live in a modest apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, blah, blah, blah. So it feels weird having another living being inside after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. It simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Ah, fuck you. Like what? Let's take a nap. This is the real thing I'd do. Clearly, after today, or tonight, you're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. Head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. I got a question. I don't mean this in a judgmental way. I mean that, like, genuinely. Do people wear pajamas? Because I don't. I get too warm when I sleep. When I go to sleep, I become a human space heater. And thus, I don't wear extra layers. I wear my boxers to bed, and that's it. I've never understood the allure of pajamas, because it's just like, I feel like I would just get so uncomfortably warm. Am I crazy for that? Like, the only time I'll actually wear something is if, like, someone's staying over, you know? Like, outside of that, I've never really understood pajamas. Anyways, you head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. Head back to your bedroom, ready for a much needed nap. Let me guess, the fucking cat's gonna be on the goddamn... Wait. I didn't move the cat. Well, we're already committed to this. You head back to your bedroom, ready for a much needed nap. We still have to do the other ending for the movie. Whoa! Wait for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump in the middle of the bed. It takes its time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. This motherfucker. Oh, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now your mind's on it. You find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch. Certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... Okay. I'll save this. Maybe you can try napping later. You decide to do something else with your time. Okay, let's go back to movie. You're not tired for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. You decide to watch a movie. You guys are asking for you motherfucker. All right. All right. Reclaim your throne. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty. That's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. Oh, he's pissed. He's clearly upset with you. And you try to pet it as an apology. He dodges her hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random move before nestling in your chair. Some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers know the warning of the word or the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that the bathroom? Cat must have gone into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa! Cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know? You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. Go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crash down to pick everything up. Huh? Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. What? The lights? You just replaced the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for a situation like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. Close the cabinet. Oh my!
That was a bit unnecessary, don't you think? God, this game hasn't done like a proper jump scare in a minute. That really caught me off guard. Jesus. You jump back, slamming against the... God, that got me. I'm annoyed that got me as all as it did. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You set back up... You look back up at the mirror in the medicine... Oh. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. Nothing? What? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did. Right? You saw something. Oh my! Stop it! You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... Oh, for fuck's sake, no. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Again. Peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. Carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead. You don't know. A little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But... Oh! You motherfucker. It's nothing. At all.
the cat sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Are you fucking serious? Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Fuck you. Ending 4. Real subtle. I don't think it makes a difference which one of these I pick. Okay, you definitely saw something. I think this is probably gonna be the same. Yeah, I think it's exactly the same. So fucking funny. All right. Load. We did that. All right. I'm moving this damn cat. Get out of my bed, dickhead. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. With the cat. Keep trying this. Does this just go back? Okay. Keep trying. This is your bed. Or this is your bed. You push a little more firmly this time. Dickhead, get the fuck out of here. Cat sounds annoyed with you. Yeah, I'm annoyed with it. With the cat? I don't know. It sounds mad. No, I'm moving the cat. Again, you will sleep in your own bed. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it up to look at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Seriously, last chance, you really want to do this? Nah, I don't want to do it. Nah, fuck this cat. Move the cat. You move forward. Ready to shove the cat with all your might. Duh! You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. When knocked out of you, you look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong swirling wind is picked up, throwing items all over the place, as if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there in the center of it all, Jesus Christ, it's the cat, hovering in the air above the bed, its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. What the fuck? You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet, the floorboards, any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. There's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Ending 5, do not disturb. This fucking bastard. All right. I guess I'll sleep next to it. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing the bed, right? You both have had a long day after all. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. Oh. That's nice. You smile. Sweet dreams. Hmm? I feel like you slept for a long time. Feel a warm weight on your back. You don't see the... Oh, nice yourself then. You feel comfortable? You consider getting up, but as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval. Not then, or not yet then? Okay. The cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. Who is Matt and why is he doing? I don't know, Lambert. Why do you have like fucking 5 underscores after your name, huh? Come on, get to explaining. It's night. You want to get up. Oh, ugh. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? There weren't many options for Lambert. Okay, man. It's morning. He'll be late for work. But the cat doesn't budge. Don't even try to get up this time. Just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face, everywhere. You can't remember your last meal. Last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time. You feel exhausted. More tired than you'd think you've ever felt in your life. Feels like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. Can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. Huh? I think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. Stretches languidly or hopping off your back. Hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door. Steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try. But you eventually do try. You try to prop yourself up on your arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. Thinner than you think should be possible. Oh, God. The arm snaps under the weight of your body and crumbles to the dust on the bed sheets. It doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if even your nerves have dried up and become as useless as, well, as useless as your you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. You think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Oh, your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your strewn body parts crack and crumble. You turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view then, poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say. You think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Ending 6, just a cat nap. I did not like the broken bone part. That was yucky. All right. Okay, well, we're done these. I guess we'll do something with the cat. Ugh. I guess we'll pet the cat. Surely that'll go well. It's not every day you have access to a cute, fluffy animal. What else is there to do but pet it to your heart's content? You sit on the floor in your living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. Cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing into your lap. Poor thing. You just want some attention, don't you? Alright. Carefully pet the cat. Rub behind an ear. Or rub behind an ear, scratch under the chin, a smooth sweep along the back. Good. Keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying this bonding time together. But the cat starts to get restless after a while. I'll keep petting. You're not quite ready to stop. You feel so calm. The repetitive actions soothing your usually overworking mind. You keep petting. Cat leans away from your next head pat. It's trying to get out of your lap. And you scratch into the cat's chin, it bites at your fingers. You might be bleeding, but it barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. Cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting? Addiction ending? You keep petting the cat. Oh my Jesus! Don't! The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now, but for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. Its fur, it's much softer than you realize. You think it would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. Seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger. The stump between your thumb and middle finger is leaking. But you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction from your petting. Think faintly that maybe you've had enough. Start to lift your hand from the cat. In a flash! Oh. Oh. Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. It flops onto your lap beside the cat. The cat's claws on its front right paw glisten with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses, anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. It hurts. It really, really hurts. Then, cat looks up at you, and you feel compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant. You're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, yet now you've been hurt for trying to stop? It defies all logic, but that's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, all right then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. You pet. Then you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet him. You. Ending 7, personal boundaries. Okay. All right, let's do something else. Nah, I'm gonna pet the cat. This is just another one where you have the option to keep petting. And I can back out. Okay. Seriously, let's do something else. Oh. I have a Groupon for a therapy session? Am I able to stop petting after this? I forget. Nah, I think that's it. Yeah. All right. I guess we'll go back here. All right. We'll feed the cat. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping for food earlier as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow after all. You head to your kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows after you. It leaps nimbly onto the kitchen counter and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things you expect. Can of tuna in the pantry. Some leftover meatloaf in the fridge. Meatloaf is... And... What? What's that? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware in the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. So, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. So you'll feed it. All right. Dude, I talked about this with a friend recently. I don't know about y'all. I've never been able to get behind meatloaf. And it's not because I've had like bad meatloaf. My mother, fantastic cook. Very, very lucky to have her cooking for me during my adolescence, right? But even when she made meatloaf, like I don't know. It wasn't really my thing. I was not, I'm not a meatloaf person. This is a very weird dish. Let's just feed the cat tuna. Let's play it safe, you know? Cat's like fish, right? Shrugging, you take out the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. Put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. Cat looks a little disappointed. Excuse me. Tough. You'll need to dispose of that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and spoon it into a small saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there, but you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. Cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. You'll take it. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. While setting the time, you hear, oh, turn around and see the plate is completely empty. Oh, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. Oh. What the? You watch, baffled, as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out of its mouth. Okay. That's okay. You can process this. It's not completely out of the realm of what's possible, right? Right. Best not to think about it too hard. Soon enough, the room is full of the floating bubbles. Oh, Jesus Christ. The cat releases a final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down right there on the counter. The very rare and now extinct Dawn dish soap tuna. Rats. Oh, glad you enjoyed it. The bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Huh? What? Wait, what? What's that? It's one of the bubbles floats closer to you. Oh, there's gonna be a fucking fish inside it, isn't there? You see that there's actually something inside it. A tiny furry? A tiny furry? Just a little guy. a little furry. Fish? This is just getting weirder and weirder. Still, can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder in front of you. You lift a hand. You extend a finger towards the bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. Oh! The little fish inside lashes out, viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. It doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then... ow! What? Pain starts to climb from your finger to the rest of your hand, past your wrist. Could it be some kind of venom? You fling your arm around and attempt to dislodge the fish, but... Oh no. Gah! You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny ravenous fish lash into your flesh. You stumble back out of pain in a sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen, but the entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin and your teeth, in your eyes and your hair, and it's so consuming you can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out your last breath. Ending 8 fish out of water. Don't pop the furry fish bubbles. Worst mistake of my life. Who knew, man? All right. Maybe not tuna this time. How about some meatloaf for the cat? You get the feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. You're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic looking sludge is yet. So it's settled. Tuna sandwich for you, and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. Oh god, I have the hiccups. I'm going to start expelling bubbles of fish. Ugh. Certified classic. You place the now warm meatloaf on a saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there, but you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. Cat looks like it's fine the meatloaf. Interesting. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you only just barely hear. Turn around and see the meatloaf has only 1, maybe 2 bites taken out of it. But more alarmingly, seems to be a red trail of something leading away from where the cat had been sitting and off the edge of the counter towards the living room. Is that blood? Oh. You jump at the strange sound coming around the corner further into your apartment. You attempt to steel your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the counter to head into the living room. You stepped in something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of. You follow the trail into the living room and see that it leads into the hall. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? Walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down the end of it, but there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least plop. Feel something wet and warm drip onto your cheek. Something very warm. You wipe your shaking hand across it and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. You look up and see what can only be described as meat. Oh God, what the fuck?
The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. At its center is a single glowing eyeball frantically rolling around in every direction. Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing, but... Oh, God, before you can even scream, any tendrils shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! And they pull you up. Dude, this is like some Vita Cardis shit. And up into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then... Ending 9 leftovers. Moral of the story, don't give your cat meatloaf. Bad idea. All right, well, time to give the cat the indescribable horrors that lie in the Tupperware container. Mystery food. This is really a good idea. Fine, I guess if it's what you want, you open the container and... Ugh. You just barely managed to keep from throwing up. Just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah. Give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but... you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. Tinted with a nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Am I supposed to warm it up, or... You don't really know how to serve it. Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. Sweet man-made horrors beyond comprehension to game. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing it as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. There's gonna be another fucking container there. Are you kidding me? Oh, never mind. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Ow! A sharp pain on your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. The red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? Quickly reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Oh my! Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump it's left in its place. Steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help to get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone, where's the... What? Your tongue is... What happened to me? You slowly look over to find the cat
still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Nothing, or not bothering to try to stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait. That's... You look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Oh. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the counter again and bites into a piece that looks like an eye. Oh, you collapse on the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe. Okay, never mind. I thought it was an eye. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. Now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Oh. Oh. Your eyes. Your eyes! You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. It means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeball. Give you time. Just. Ending 10. You are what you eat. This fucking cat, bro. Damn, that was some gross ass shit. All right, well, we fed the cat all that there is to feed. I guess it's time to play with the cat. Oh God. Okay. Not user, yo. Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting in that old box all day. Just watching crowds of people walking by them. Ignoring them. Can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. Well, interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Aw. You just want some attention, don't you? You want to play, huh? Okay, then. What's wrong with the cat? Don't worry, you'll find out soon. What to play, though? Alright. Look for some yarn? With every movie and cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce with almost absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervising from the side. That would defeat the purpose of playing together, wouldn't it? Cut off a decent length of string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. Cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up as you enter the living room, you feel like it could doze off right then and there. You'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise. Let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. Just a question, is this made by the same person who made How to Date an Entity? No idea. shit. Dude, that cat is locked in. The sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. The subtle shift in the head and ears. Slight tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze as it locks into the yarn or onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed, calm. And yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. And yoink. The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrists, making the yarn recoil out of reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. Cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at the intensity of its stare on the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of reach once more. Come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope, anyway. Keep going. Oh, whoops. Cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. Must be getting frustrated. Could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye that last time. It jumped so high and erratically. Been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. Cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Flick, flick, flick. Oh! Your wrist finally cramps sharply, make you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes slightly against your stomach. Pain rips across your torso, into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down and see red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt, around the tears in the fabric. Plop. Oh my god! Ah! You watch as long, thick ropes of something pour out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. Jesus Christ! My fucking intestines are falling out. A single red streaked rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Or is you crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but you can just make out the shape of something small and a deep inky black as it walks over and inspects your... Oh god, they're your intestines. Where it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11 at the end of your rope. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe we don't use the yarn this time. I think my laser pointer still works. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That's a little mean when you think of it like that, but it's not like the cat will know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your long gone dreaded days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that even now, after all this time, the batteries still work. Get a little kick out of aiming it at a mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your knee. Uh-oh. Cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. And it finally reaches you, and lightly presses a paw to your knee. Like it's trying to catch the dot of red light as casually as possible. Managed to hold back a chuckle. Not that it really matters. Cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light now resting on top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above your knee. Cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down. In the next second, you've already moved it to the floor. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. And over there. On the couch. On the couch. Cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact. You accidentally shift the red dot onto a lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get the light, the cat leaps onto the lamp, sending them both to the ground. God damn it. Oh my gosh. The cat is sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards. Back hunched, its head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. Quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Reach down to pick up the cat and check it for any injuries when... Ow! Hey! Cat swipes at you. Paws extended. Backs up. Excuse me. And twitches away, making frantic half turns in various directions as if looking for something. Or waiting for something to appear. Ow, jeez. That really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, your annoyance starts to bleed in concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around, tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. What happened to you? Is it... Idea comes to you, or rather, a realization. You grasp the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. Turn on the laser pointer. The cat's reaction is immediate. What the fuck? You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spied the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair. Leaps high into the air. Changes, holy shit, changes in the air. And slams down upon the dot on the floor with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment. Maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet, as you stare at the sight in front of you, The cat has somehow grown in size. Eyes bulging and glowing. Tail thrashing. Teeth enlarged, bared and covered alarmingly in bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. Usually back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively, you flick the light away. This way and that, the cat stampeding after it. So fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance! You turn, intending to bolt out of the door and never come back. But in your haste, you forget something. You forget several somethings. You forget the laser pointer, gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror, still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off it, putting a small, glowing red dot on the back of your head. As you reach for the door, you forget that it's locked. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12 targeted. All right. We're getting close. Hide and seek, a classic. What about hide and seek? Yeah. Not quite sure how this is gonna work. I can't even understand the concept of a game, let alone one with rules like hide and seek. Here, just you pick up the cat and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. I'm almost certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion, at least, if nothing else. Hello. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you. Nice curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me! You win! Cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! Found me again! Okay, you win. You reward it with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Oh. Okay. Why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay. 5, 4. I'm not gonna count down for you guys. Because I don't trust some of y'all. 1, go. You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh. Sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. Without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Guess we'll save. Living room. Look beyond the couch and the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. Living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. Kitchen. Peek around the counter. Grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. Kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Okay, hallway. Peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. All the doors closed. There's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. Couldn't find the cat anywhere. Let's get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. Head to the hall and listen again. It sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Ah! Cat trots out and runs around your legs, meowing incessantly. It looks disappointed somehow? Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills, but lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? Cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking? You're about to indulge it by hiding around the counter again when... Oh, no. Lights? The power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Is it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason. Heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat. When you do, how it makes you feel. You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now. Hide behind the armchair. No, that's too close. It would find you immediately. Okay, well, get out of the apartment. Just leave. You're halfway to the... Oh, my... You look at the door and see several more locks on it than you know you have. You pick up the cat. It's not looking at you, but you feel a wave of disappointment practically pouring in from you. It feels almost like a warning. You back away from the door. The feeling slowly subsides, letting you breathe again. Is getting out. Then you need to hide. I guess my bedroom. You quietly rush into the bedroom. Cash carefully closes the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is a closet. Okay, sure. You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choked sounds leaking out from you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet into the heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself. Knees up, back curled forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty, making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So you open your eyes. You see something glaring at you from the darkness beyond your closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13, disappointing prey. Could I have done something else there? How many endings do we have? We have 2 more endings. I feel like I should run that back. About the therapy group one I had, I kind of used it. Okay. There were other options. I do want to try that again. Okay, let's save here. Trying to get the save right before it starts. It's coming up. Yeah. Might be this one. Maybe this one. No, this is it. You need to hide. Okay. Now. Okay. We did bed. What if we just sit on the couch? Are you joking? You get the feeling the cat won't appreciate your lack of effort anyway. Like hell you're getting it closer to it. Stop messing around and find a place to hide. Alright. Alright, well, I can't get out of the apartment. Yeah. Bathroom. Bathroom's locked. Come to literally ever before Miracle says the miracle. Open the door now, it's no good. Hallway closet? Squeeze to the hallway closet. Door won't close as because the heavy box not blocking. Squeeze it. Okay. So I think I have to do. It's never to hide in the hall. Kitchen counter. Not behind the armchair. Okay, so it's literally just. Risk another hiding spot. Okay, what if I just let the timer run out? Oh boy. Nice knowing you, Chad. How disappointing. You failed. Try again? No. Oh, okay. So that's not considered an ending. All right, let me just take a glance at my. Okay, so it is just the cleaning endings that we have to worry about. All right. All right, let's clean this dirty cat. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box. An alley full of scattered garbage. Who knows for how long? Or for who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt? You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be... quickly. Cats don't like water, you think. So a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly, warm water. Quick dunk here, short scrub in there, then rinse and dry. Cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. It quickly scampers in, curious of a newly available setting. Close the doors so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Sealing yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift up the cat and carry it over to the tub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, ow, hey! Scratches at your arm. You knew it wouldn't be happy about the water, but you didn't think it'd be this irate. Still, as mad as it will be at you for a little while, you know this is for the best. Deep scratch to your bicep startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Uh-oh. Oh, it's good. That was a big ass splash. Shoot, kitty. The cat doesn't re-emerge hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. But you don't find the cat. Instead, what the? You watch as the water starts to darken. At first, you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated about your decision, but The water darkens further and further until it looks like you've filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles are translucent obsidian now. This is... something's not right. Oh, really? You think so, MC? But as soon as you have this thought... Whoa! You just felt something tugging you from under the water. Try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, it pulls you closer toward the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug. But when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Both hands restrained, you can't get any levers to force yourself free. Help! You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down, and down, and down further still. Much farther than it should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but you draw your final breath. You think you see what has been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. Ending 14, Bath Hater. Alright, you little shit. I'll watch you carefully. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of excessive amount of it. So you pick the cat up and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. Cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. Oh, this is going really well. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Man, we should have done this the first time, chat. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. Cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. I'm gonna brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. For growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes. Oh God, ew. Your tongue. Oh, it's even growing inside your throat. Oh, this is yucky. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to tap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You'd think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way. You know, it's just for a little while longer. Cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies! Yippee! Okay. Chat. That is all of the main endings. It is time for the end game. The last 4 endings. And I think... Oh, was gonna say I think I know where to start, but I have been forced into this again. I wonder what horrors will await us this time. You've been enjoying yourself, haven't you? Yes. I as well. Still, all good things must come to an end. And I believe you are ready. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. Irresponsible adult. You are. With rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food and survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? I think we're ready, chat. Only one thing left. So, what should you do with a cat that has been very, very, very naughty? Chat, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, just give me 1 second. I just wanna. Really? Are you sure? Once you do this, you won't be able to turn back. Last chance. Are you really, really sure about this? This is the point of no return. Are you sure there's nothing else you wish to do? Oh! You kill the cat. I was not expecting the visual. Its corpse lays limp and lifeless in its now blood-stained cardboard box. What would you like to do? Check pockets? There's no point. The cat is dead. You dig in your pockets anyway. Left pocket, string, useless. Right pocket, chocolate. You eat the chocolate. You have your phone. Take a picture? No point. The cat is dead. What would you like to do? Look around the area? What are you looking for? The cat is dead. You look anyway. You look to your left and right. Nothing but trash. You look up. The sun never reaches in here well enough. You can tell that it's a beautiful day today. You look behind you. Nobody saw. You look down in front of you. Oh yeah. The cat is dead. What would you like to do? I guess leave. You're done here. You turn around and leave the alley. At least, you try to. As you stand at the edge of the alley's entrance, you see that nothing exists beyond it. Just an empty black void. You turn back. And see that the back of the alley has become shrouded in darkness. You can't see a thing. Leave the alley, but there's nothing there. I guess we're approaching the darkness. With no other options, you step toward the darkness. Closer. Closer. You're bleep. Collapse to your knees. The front of your body is slashed open, leaking blood and guts and organs down from your torso and over your lap. Don't you know that cats have 9 lives? What? Shit.
Oh, do not take it home. Okay, 1 second. I need to check something. All right. Let's just continue. Oh, God. I hate the eyes. It's so uncomfortable. I never believed in unconditional love. Not even as young as I was on the day that changed my life forever. Still, I always assumed that they would come the closest to granting it to me. It's what they always say, right? That a parent's love is unconditional. The wounds they'd inflicted on my skin and in my heart had long since scarred over the day they dealt the final blow. And all it took were 2 little words. Get out. The day they finally turned their backs on me, abandoned me. That was the day it found me. It offered me an unfathomable kind of love. A love that could be limitless, endless, powerful, all-consuming. A love unmatched. A love unlike anything that could exist in this world. There is one thing that the love it offered never be. Unconditional. Where am I? So, find yourself here yet again. What? Who said that? Where's here? I can't see anything. Why? Here is here, silly. You're... Well... You remember me this time? Never thought, or would have thought of myself as being forgettable. But I suppose there's a first time for everything. Your memory slowly pieces together fragments of a moment. Your memory... Oh, an encounter. A cat in an alley. I took you home with me, didn't I? Correct! You were daydreaming so long, you even had me worried. Can you imagine that? Here I am, indulging a little and playing with my prey. Only for you to completely zone out on me. Game's no fun if you're not present, you know? No, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on at all. Curious as you are. I should have expected that you had questions. Well, I suppose you'd put me in a good enough mood to be generous and hear you out. Very well. What would you like to know? What do you mean I was daydreaming? It's the first thing that came to mind, really. You're on the brink of death. Instead of watching your life flash before your eyes, you got stuck reliving the moment we met. You got stuck reliving the moment we... I hate it when it does that. Subconsciously coming up with scenarios in which you managed to survive. Well, maybe you would have, but I couldn't resist messing with your imagination a little bit.
You did just start ignoring me out of nowhere after all. You know by now how much I love attention. Your little thought experiments were rather amusing. But, I might say, you must have a pretty dull life to forgo indulging in your precious memories of bygone days in favor of daydreaming about a single encounter over and over and over again. Heard of having regrets on one's deathbed, but this has been ridiculous. Ridiculously intriguing, that is. Or perhaps rather than regrets, I was what you found intriguing. Am I still dreaming? You're lucid, I'd say. That you finally remembered me and all. Seems you were finally ready to end this farce, amusing as it has been. What would you like to know? Where are we right now? Inside your head, silly. Real versions of ourselves are halted in time back in your reality, though without much time has actually passed. These things tend to happen in the blink of an eye, after all. Well, usually, anyway. What would you like to know? Why do you keep killing me? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I don't keep killing you. I haven't even killed you once yet. Those were just thoughts and ideas floating around in your head that I admittedly had a little fun with. Can you blame me? I would have gotten bored just waiting for you to wake up. You even made me kill you in the end. Yes, I suppose I was curious to see if you actually would. You certainly didn't hold back. You must have been quite angry with me. It's fine, though. You know what they say about curiosity, yes? It's my own choice. And besides, I got you back, didn't I? What would you like to know? You're a cat. How are you talking? What do you mean? I've been talking to you all along. Intriguing as your imagination is. You would have ran wild without my help. I was guiding you the whole time. Didn't you hear me in your thoughts? Like this? But you're a cat! How are you doing this? I'm quite powerful, yes. But also not so much. What does that mean? Besides, what makes you so sure I'm a cat? My appearance? I resemble any cat you've ever seen before, right? What the hell are you if you're not a cat? I didn't say I wasn't a cat, did I? You fucking Schrodinger's, like, cat. Alright, pal. I could be a demon. Or a god. Or an alien from another galaxy. Or an interdimensional abomination. Or I really could just be a cat. It doesn't really matter what I am, does it? Certainly what I can do what I can do would be a more pressing matter, yes? A real cat couldn't have done all this. Really hung up on appearances, aren't you? You have some kind of proof that cats don't possess powers like mine? I doubt it. And you know, it's pretty rude of you to keep going on and on about what I am. Before you even asked who I am, or what my name is. Okay, then what's your name? Well, I'm not gonna tell you now. Learn some manners first, and we'll see. Well, maybe your next life, anyway. What would you like to know? What do you want? Well, if we're talking about my original goals, those are a bit personal, I'd say. Anyway, things have changed. Right now? Well, presently, I'd like to have some more fun with you. Your company has been very entertaining thus far. Given more time, and under different circumstances, perhaps we could have even been... Well, all good things must come to an end. Can't truly want to spend what little time you have left in regret and delusion, right? Alternatively, I'm also quite hungry after waiting so long for you to wake up. At this point, I could go either way. Have I satisfied your curiosity now? I just have one more question. Why me? Why call out to me of all people? All I did was call out for someone to hear me. I called out, and you were the first person who came to me. Simple as that. Were you hoping for some special reason? I'm afraid I don't have one. Everything I've come to like about you were things discovered after our initial encounter. There's no big reason for any of this. There's no big reason for any of this. The reason is far less interesting than the results that came about from our interaction. I only called to satiate my hunger, but in doing so, I found something far more valuable. I know for a fact that regardless of how this plays out, I will never forget you. What do you mean? I've taken a liking to you, human, and so I'll grant you another chance. Another chance. This place is... You remember this place. Being chased. Being hunted. Being afraid. So afraid. That fear that so attracted me to you that instinctive desperation to survive. I craved it all. As I am the origin of those delectable emotions. You are already mine. But I will still permit you a chance to accept the reality of your fate. Human, join me. Or perish. I'll join you. Splendid. Come forward, my human. Step forward and pick up the cat. Cradle it in your arms, reaching up to scratch its head. Suddenly, you start to feel sleepy. The sudden wave of fatigue doesn't cause you to sway on your feet or stumble at all. What? Shh. Don't worry. You no longer need to worry about anything anymore. Just sleep and dream those sweet, sweet dreams. For me. Excellent. With this, you will soon become a part of me. All right, fucker. I'd rather die. I see. Then there's nothing left to say. Resigned to your fate, you finally turn around. What? It's enormous, shapeless, billowing like thick smoke in the wind. The shadow-like entity towers above you, so high it looks like the sky poured it down to earth. Is still outpouring it even. It is unfathomable that your tiny world is even able to stand under the weight of the reality of such a being's existence, and that you and your fragile mind haven't fallen to ruin as well. You step forward into the monstrous miasma. I never miasma. Miata. And offer yourself to it. Darkness. Surrounded by pure and absolute darkness. You are very suddenly hit with the feeling that you are not alone. Like you've just stepped into an unbearably, impossibly crowded space. Your ears even start to ring with the sensation of countless conversations, words, whispers, screams, all overlapping. But you don't actually see or hear anyone or anything. You're alone. Even as your senses lie to you, trying to make you think otherwise. You're more alone than you've ever been. Lies. 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 Listen. Listen, please. Someone really... I can't see you. Where are you? Nothing. Nothing left to see. Only here. Hear us. Listen. Please. Are you all trapped too in this place? No place. Us. All you see, hear, feel is us. Us and it. We are victims, prey, like you. We are many, beyond counting. Our body's gone, but time. Will's left behind. Us. We became. But you see, this place is us. Need you. Need your help. Help. But what can I do? It too greedy. Make mistake. It too many. We are many. Now strong. We are strong. Made it strong. But make mistake. Mistake. Error. Flaw. Weakness. Then why not escape yourselves? Too long here. Too long. One. We are one. With it. Bodies lost. Minds. Wills. Us. All corrupted. No body. Can't escape. You too. You. We. It. One. All of us. All now one. But you. New. Fresh. Body. Still have body. Escape is possible. Because still one with it. Even just you. Escape. With mind. With body. It would unravel. Lose power. Lose strength. Lose us. Us. Set free. Forever. Finally. Escape. Help. How do I do that? Remember, it lies. Hidden truths. Lies. Lies. Escape. Push forward. It lies. Persist. 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 You ignore their words. What? Hey, shut the fuck up, cat. Deep down, you know there's no way someone like you could win against something like it. The cat. Trying would be absurd, meaningless, a pointless effort. The hopes of those words, their wills, would all be wasted on you. So, you accept your fate and choose to perish. You're not sure how long it takes, but their pathetic pleas eventually grow silent. You almost wish they would have simply turned to insults and threats. This endless silence, it bears the weight of your guilt and shame. Long after your body fades away, it becomes one with me. No. This is another daydream, isn't it? You're lucid again? In here? But how did you... Well, when you've been dreaming about the same day over and over, you kind of start to notice the patterns. Listen, I'm nothing special. I don't really have any friends. I don't like crowds or going out most of the time. More often than not, I'm alone. Even in my home. One bedroom. One bathroom. And only one me living in it. It'd be easy to say that I don't have much to lose. My life is admittedly pretty boring. But it is my life. It's now or never. If this is my dream, then you're not calling the shots anymore. I don't think you understand what's going on here. No, you're the one who isn't getting it. You called me. You're the one who needs me. Whether it's to eat me or kill me or make me yours forever, it doesn't matter. I'm done here. I'm going home. You forget yourself, human. You ungrateful little creature. I give you my patience, my attention, my love, and you think you can just leave? I didn't have to, you know? Could have just eaten you whenever I liked, but instead, I gave you time to understand, time to accept what was happening. I gave you a choice. You, an unremarkable little nothing of existence, whom no one would even notice was missing if I'd just taken you as I pleased. Dreaming away about endless possibilities, never having to worry about permanent consequences ever again, about choosing wrong. Little world all inside your own head. I offered it all to you. I gave you the choice to join me and have it all. And you refused. You'd said you'd rather die, didn't you? And yet here you are, trying to go back on your choices. Only to continue to reject me. To reject my love. So foolish. So ungrateful. Just like the others. You don't even know what you want. Another bundle of contradictions. You wish for solitude, yet you fear being left alone. You fear being forgotten, undesired, unloved. Yet even though I love you and desire you, Even though I promise to never forget you. Even though I am the only one willing to never leave you. You still reject me. Stupid little child. I'm done waiting. You not get a second chance. You made your choice, and you will accept the consequences of that choice. You're gonna stay here with the rest of these ingrates. Forever. Have you ever heard of changing your mind? Such a thing doesn't erase your original decision. It's been permanently etched into reality. Do you think yourself so important that you are above facing the truth of that reality? No, but that doesn't mean I can't do my best to make things right. I'm still here, aren't I? It means I can always make more choices. Better choices. You gave yourself to me. You are already part of me. This might be your pathetic little delusion. But don't forget that I'm the one in control here, human. Oh yeah, that's right. Those twisted choices in my dreams were all you, weren't they? We help. Endream.exe? Running endream.exe? What's... Persist. What are you doing, you useless traitors? Stop! I think it's about time I started making my own decisions. I'm back in the alley. It's not here. Good. I think I need to get home. I step forward out of the alley. Gonna take some getting used to. I step forward towards the entrance of the thankfully empty alley. I'm almost out of this place. Almost home when suddenly... You're not going anywhere! Go back! Go the right! Go home! Damn it! I overrode my choice. Where the hell do I go? Go watch a movie. Old theater. Go left. Go right. Go left. Go right. Crap! A dead end. Stop running. Go right. Go left. Go back. Get back here. Go movie. New cinema. Go right. Okay. Go back. Jesus Christ. Go left. Go right. Oh Jesus, dead end. Where do I found you? Back. The left. Go right. Get back here. Okay, I'll go to the carnival. Go right. Go right again. Go left. Go back. How do I get out? No escape. Right. Right. I said right. Go back. Left. Get back here. Dog park. Oh my god. Back. Back. Hi, dog. Hello. I need to go left. Hello, dog. Again, I need to go right. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh my god, Jesus, I'll go right. Oh, Jesus. Damn, gotta escape. Got you now. Go right. Go left. Go back. Get back here. Did I do it? Thread unraveling. Many us escape. Many free now. It losing us. Losing strength. Your escape. Possible now. No! You are mine! We go ahead. We go free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too. All of you. I won't forget you. They were right. My choice is back. Go home! No! Oh my god, we're not done. We're not done. Right. Jesus Christ. Left. Come back. Back. Right. Come back. Left. He's getting weaker. Please. He's getting weaker. He's getting weaker. The right. There's no fucking way. You have the strength to escape. At the end of this chaos, you will be okay. We are with you. Persist. Okay, that's not too far back. I was worried I was gonna have to redo a lot of that. Okay, to be fair, that appeared like last fucking second. Don't leave me. I'll die without you. I'll die. God, it's getting really hard to see. I'll die. Push forward. Wait. Wait. I'm back. Back where it all began. The alley. And in the cardboard box. At the back of the alley. There you are. You look nothing like the impossibly cute cat I met. Well, it feels like a lifetime ago. After escaping and releasing the wills of all your victims. All that's left of you now is an inky black blob seething up at me. The endless hatred pouring out of your singular eye. Doesn't scare me at all. Do not take this cat home. Don't leave. You're mine. No. I'm not. You took them away. They were mine. Now they're gone. You took them away. You took everything from me. They weren't yours either. Alone. You never had to be. If you were lonely, you could have just been their friend. But you didn't want friendship. They left because you tricked them, kidnapped them, hurt them. You stole their lives, their time, never to get any of it back. You brought this on yourself. You are perfect. I'm not. You are. Don't need the others. Just need you. Stay with me. I won't. I can give you anything. I can be everything for you. No. You can't. You couldn't even before. You definitely can't now. And even if you could give me everything I ever wanted and more, I'd still never stay. I love you. No, I do. So much. I love you. 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 Stop. Maybe you do love me. In some strange, screwed up way I'll never understand. But even if that's the case, it's not enough. Please, don't go. I'll be good. I don't believe you. I promise. I can't trust you. I promise. Just don't leave. Don't leave me alone. Please. I'll die. I'll die without you. Do not take this cat home. I hate you. Now that I can believe. There's nothing left to say. I watch in silence as it fades away into nothing. Goodbye. With one last glance around the alley, I turn and leave. Ending 38. Do not take this cat home. Today's been surprising? Yeah, pleasantly so. Day off that started with admittedly crummy weather led me to the old theater, where I enjoyed a movie by myself. My laughter filled up the empty theater. Rain had stopped by the time the movie was over. I was in such a good mood, and I hopped over to the not-so-new cinema. Not to watch another movie, but to play around in the arcade, earning a few high scores. The gamer in me awakened, went to the carnival to play some more, and was humbled fairly quickly. But I did manage to win a small stuffed animal at the ring toss booth. The design is questionable, and I freaking love it. The rides weren't so bad either. Got inducted into a group for a bit while waiting in line at the Ferris wheel, bonding over our shared mistrust of the carnival's game vendors. I even shared a carriage on the Ferris wheel with a few of them. I exchanged numbers before we parted ways. I don't know if I'll ever see them again, or if any of them will ever call me, or even if I have it in me to call any of them. But having the option to do so is nice. feels nice. Baby steps. After all, even that tiny bit of interaction, though fun, exhausted me. So I went to recharge at the dog park, feeling rejuvenated at the sight of dogs, old, young, big and small, all running around, happy and carefree. A few of the owners even let me take pictures. Yeah, today was a good day. I don't think about the cat, or it, I guess, all that much these days. It was hard at first. The immediate days and weeks that followed, what happened to me was all I could think about. There were days I blamed myself, days I questioned my choices. I went back to the alley more times than I want to admit. The feeling that always went through me at the sight of that empty cardboard box was so indescribable, so overwhelming. I'd sometimes break down and cry right where I stood. It took a while, but eventually that strange emotion became clearer and clearer, until I had the courage to recognize it for what it was. Relief. I've been afraid to feel it for so long, terrified to let my guard down. But that sense of relief finally returned. Relief that it was gone. Relief that I was free to live my life. However simply or extraordinarily I wished. The ones it had imprisoned. I never heard their voices again either. But that's for the best. Living here and now, never forgetting what they did for me, and what I did for them, too. For now, I think that's enough. At least, I hope so. That wherever they are, they're finally at peace. I'm fighting for my own peace, too. One day at a time. One tomorrow after another. Finally, I head home to my little apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom, one me living alone in it. Well, almost, anyway. I'm home, baby. A little kitten flails as it awkwardly runs over and mews up at me. I kneel down, looking fondly at its hazel green eye. The poor thing had been hurt and starving when I found it a few weeks ago. But it certainly got its energy back after a little food and care. Did you miss me? Hungry, huh? Me too. It's been a long day. I smile helplessly at its cute little face. Let's find something to eat, okay? Well, I guess there is one more living thing in my home. And, at least for now, wouldn't have it any other way. Another day. Get lost. Well, there you go. That was do not take this cat home. That was a crazy game, bro. That was wild.
Meow 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 me e e e e o.
Shizuka, thank you for the 29 months. Dude, for this being a free to download game on itch.io, fantastic. The amount of content that was in this VN, like, it feels criminal. You know, this is 3 streams. I mean, to be fair, our first one was pretty short with it, but this is really well done. It was simple, but very effective. And honestly had some good scares. and not even just like jump scares. A lot of it was just like horrific, you know, whether it was like body horror or, like kind of what's the kind of like eldritch horrors or, like all sorts of different types of horror. It was a nice variety, but very effective. Quite good game. All right. Well, chat. I guess that's it. I guess that will be all we have for tonight. Oh, very good game. I'm glad we played that all the way through. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you for those that stuck around throughout this playthrough. This was a fun one to go through. But yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to drop a follow. We do spooky streams like this every Sunday. We also do variety streams every Monday and Wednesday, as well as FNF streams every Friday. So plenty of streams for you to tune into throughout the week. It's a good time. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're a VOD frog, consider hopping over to Twitch and dropping a follow. We'd love to have you here during the live streams. You get the streams earlier since they happen live, and you can come hang out and with me and whoever else is in chat. So but besides checking me out here on Twitch, I'm also on a bunch of other platforms, starting with my Discord server. We have a great community of people over there and a lot of different channels for you to explore. Stuff for general discussion, posting memes, sharing music you're listening to, posting your own art music that you're working on, talking about games, discussing game news, suggesting games for me to play. I would, I always love game suggestions, especially horror game suggestions, especially free horror game suggestions. So if you have any good ones or new ones that are, that are catching some interest, feel free to drop them there. But yeah, you can do all that over in the Discord, so feel free to check that out. I also have a Twitter and Blue Sky for posting updates about the streams, such as when I plan on going live, when I actually go live, or to cancel or postpone stream for some reason. You get all those updates first on Twitter and Blue Sky, and every once in a while I'll post some other stuff there as well. Over on YouTube, I have 3 channels you can take a look at. The VOD channel in particular has many hours of content from past streams like these. So if you'd like to see the 2 previous parts of Do Not Take This Cat Home, you should be able to find those on the VOD channel. One is part of a reaction of some new analog horror stuff, and the other was part of a traditional itch.io Spooky Sunday night. So yeah, you can find those and plenty more horror games that I've played in the past on the VOD channel, as well as non-horror games and just other content in general. So feel free to check that out. Main channel, clip channel, some additional content too. If you'd like to take a look, and if you like what you see on any of these channels, be sure to subscribe. And last but not least, I also have a TikTok for more shit posting. All right. Chat. I don't know if we're gonna raid, unfortunately, just because this did go a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. It's like 12:30 on a Sunday. I got work tomorrow, so I think we're gonna get wrapped up here. However, thank you for tuning in. We got another stream tomorrow. I am very excited. I'm very excited to return to Jump King Quest tomorrow, as the notable large bug that we've had, that being no audio, has been fixed. So we'll be returning to Jump King Quest. Should be fun. I hope, honestly, I hope I fucking remember how to play, because it's been a bit at this point. But yeah, tune in for that. Should be a good time. Maybe we'll do some other stuff too. I don't know if we'll do that the entire stream. But anywho, that's the plan for tomorrow. So join if you are able. But until then, have a good rest of your night or evening or day or morning. I don't know where you are. So you figure that out. But anyways, that's all I got. Take care, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.